welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hokies offense will have the football first.
is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Right back to the well. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself on the draw. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball in.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Dropping back, it's Knight. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hokies will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes through the tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. Makes the grab inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down in the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. They've got the screen set up. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Makes the grab down the middle. Knocked off his feet.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
A designed run for the quarterback. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they...
Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Takes a hit as he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw, it's Knight. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Madison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Flips it out on the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to pass, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a seam one. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Noles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
To the ground with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Makes the catch on the left. Throws on the Jets. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Hokies are flying down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. On the run, it's Foster. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quick shuffle pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. He's going for a big play downfield. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for space. It's Foster. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Looking downfield on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Oh, what a cut. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. The Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. He'll take another shot here. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gets open down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the...
There he goes! Inside the 30.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. takes the handoff. It's Foster. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Madison. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're facing a 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's complete to the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Madison. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. It's caught. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He'll throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Hokies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Knight. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right